Hello, welcome to Competency 4, which relates to literacy development. Now, one of the key things to remember is that literacy development is something that progresses over time, from emergent to proficient, and it's something the teacher really has to work with the students from level 1 all the way to the desired level. You should also understand that it's the teacher's job to provide the student with a varied selection of reading texts. This way the student gets to experience and gets exposed to many different selections and is just not tied to academic work. Now, the idea here is to develop the comprehension skills in the student to where they are exposed to different texts such as fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and academic texts as well. Now, as far as developing their understanding of text and printed words, it's also very important that they differentiate between the letter forms, number forms, and other graphic sources. So in a sense, students must know that, well, information is not only extracted from text, but from other sources such as graphs, charts, and tables. Following this example, we must also consider that the student has to differentiate between the progression of letters from left to right, the differences between the first letters and the last letters, and also to understand the use of basic punctuation. Now, when it comes to reading and writing, literacy development is closely tied to oral language. The idea is that as the student progresses in his skills as a reader, so will his ability to communicate orally will increase. So it's important for the teacher to provide different experiences and different opportunities for the student to practice both orally and with text. The student must also know to recognize different styles of print. Printed words come in varied fonts, so the more the student is exposed to different texts, the better. Okay? Now, as far as understanding the concept of literature, the teacher must provide the student with the space to explore different types of literature for independent reading and the opportunities to discuss those texts with peers. A lot of times, students will learn more from peer-to-peer activities than from general instruction from the teacher. As far as understanding what the author is trying to do, here we're getting to the concepts of the author's point of view, the author's purposes for writing, and the different biographies that are related to each of the authors that are being shown to the students. So each teacher has to also spend some time talking about the authors and their purposes for writing. Now, with the same thought in mind, the teacher must also provide a varied selection of technology. This is so that the student gets motivated to read for fun, or read independently, and in a sense becomes a lifelong reader. The cooperation between the teacher to reach all of these goals and the families of the students is a must.